Page 70, Every Night When the Sun Goes Down. It's a slow piece with a lot of feeling, and then they turn around and put it in cut time. Go figure. Well, the idea is you want to feel it in a real slow 2. Here. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1. Or fast 4. Now let's talk about it. E major. For the purpose of discussing it, I'm going to temporarily change the time signature to 4/4 because it's easier to talk about it that way. And then we'll put it back in cut time later. So right now, we're just going to say a quarter note gets a count. So it's 1. You're going to hold that in the right hand, not a lot going. You got the melody. I guess that's important. Second line. In the third measure, you got to put your second finger on the B for the 8th notes. Third line, it's thumb on there. And then cross over in the third measure for the G sharp. There are other fingerings available, but this is good practice. You need to practice at crossing the thumb over, so I'm going to recommend you go ahead and do that. Then the last line, reach up 4th finger. And then that's pretty much it for the fingering. And the left hand's a little tricky. Look at this at the top, and this is all over the place. You have a 1 chord, a 4 chord, and a 1 chord. Okay, but the bottom note is tied. You're not going to play it again. You just hold it down. Hold it down and play the 4, and then hold it down and play the 1 again. And try and work on that. It's a little tricky. Doable, but it's tricky. And it's kind of good practice though, because you need to be able to handle holding a note down while doing other things with the other fingers. So yeah, this is good. The last measure of the first line, it's 1 chord, and you're coming down here, except it's a D natural, because in the key signature it should be a D sharp, but it's a D natural. This happens a lot. Then in the last line, second measure, you're up here, and then here, that second chord is a G sharp, a B, and a D sharp. So watch out for those. Those are different. They give you the chord names, so if a guitar player wants to play along, they can. So this F sharp minor 9th, consider everything in the right hand too, the whole thing. And then the G sharp minor, and then the F sharp minor 9th again. And guitar players will know all about that. Don't worry, it's about a thing. Let's try this out slowly. Now, I'm going to go back into cut time. So it's like the pickup beat is on beat 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, and 2, and 1 E-enda. 8th notes are 1 E-enda, 2 E-enda. In the first line on the whole note, 1 E-enda, 2 E-enda, 1 E-enda, 2 E-enda, 1 E-enda. You have to think about that at first. Eventually you don't actually count it, you just feel that. So let's try this out slowly and see how it goes. I'm going to give us 3 counts. That's 3 half notes, because we're coming in on a beat, a half note beat. So right hands are here. Okay. 1, ready and go, and